Picture this. You walk into your office tomorrow morning, and instead of feeling like you're drowning in chaos, your team is running like a well-oiled machine. Everyone knows their role. Productivity is through the roof, and you actually have time to work on growing your business instead of constantly putting out fires. The difference between business owners who achieve this dream and those who remain trapped in daily chaos often comes down to one critical factor: understanding which leadership style to use when. Here's the harsh reality. Most business owners default to just one leadership approach, regardless of the situation, and it's costing them big time. We've seen companies lose their best talent, miss massive opportunities, and burn through cash, simply because the leader couldn't adapt their style to match what their team actually needed. But today, we're going to change that for you. We're about to reveal the 5 distinct leadership types that successful business owners master to transform their operations. These aren't theoretical concepts from some dusty business textbook. These are proven strategies we've watched generate millions in additional revenue for companies just like yours. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which style to deploy in any situation to maximize your team's performance and your bottom line. Let's look at the first leadership type, structural leadership. Think of this as your command and control approach. When you use structural leadership, you're the conductor of an orchestra. Every team member knows exactly what they need to do, when they need to do it, and to what standard. You make the decisions quickly without waiting for input or consensus. Here's when structural leadership works best. Imagine you're a restaurant owner during the dinner rush. Orders are flying in, customers are waiting, and there's no time for democratic decision-making. Your head chef needs to know which dishes to prioritize, your servers need clear table assignments, and your kitchen staff needs precise timing. In this scenario, structural leadership keeps everything flowing smoothly. We've also seen this work brilliantly in manufacturing environments. One client runs a custom furniture business, where precision and deadlines are everything. When a major order comes in with a tight deadline, he switches to structural mode. He assigns specific tasks, sets clear quality standards, and his team executes flawlessly because everyone knows exactly what's expected. But here's the catch. If you overuse structural leadership, especially with creative teams or experienced professionals, you'll suffocate innovation and demotivate your best people. Use it strategically when speed and precision matter most. The second type is participative leadership. This is where you become the team facilitator rather than the dictator. You put your people first and practice what we call the friendship factor, investing time, showing genuine care, and treating team members with the same respect you'd show family. Picture a marketing agency facing a major client challenge. Instead of dictating the solution, a participative leader brings the team together. They ask for input, encourage creative brainstorming, and make everyone feel heard. The result? Not only do they solve the problem, but the team feels ownership over the solution, making implementation much smoother. We worked with a tech startup CEO who transformed her company culture using participative leadership. She started holding weekly innovation sessions where everyone, from developers to customer service, could suggest improvements. Within 6 months, they launched 3 new features that came directly from these sessions, and employee satisfaction scores jumped 40%. The magic of participative leadership lies in building trust and getting buy-in for changes. When people feel their voices matter, they'll go the extra mile. However, be careful not to let this approach slow down critical decisions or create confusion about who's ultimately responsible. Our third leadership type is servant leadership. This flips traditional hierarchy on its head. As a servant leader, you see your primary job as serving your team so they can serve your customers better. You practice the golden rule of management. Lead others the way you'd want to be led. Consider a customer service manager we know who embodies servant leadership. Instead of just demanding better performance metrics, she focuses on removing obstacles for her team. When representatives struggle with difficult customers, she provides additional training. When they lack proper tools, she fights to get them the resources they need. When they face personal challenges, she offers flexible scheduling. The result? Her department consistently outperforms others in customer satisfaction and employee retention. Her team members feel valued and supported, so they naturally deliver exceptional service. Another powerful example comes from a construction company owner who noticed his project managers were overwhelmed. Instead of pushing harder, he hired an administrative assistant to handle their paperwork and implemented new project management software. By serving his managers' needs, he enabled them to focus on what they do best: managing complex builds. Project completion times improved by 25%. Servant leadership builds incredible loyalty and unleashes peak performance because people feel genuinely cared for. The downside? If you don't maintain clear boundaries and expectations, your team might start calling all the shots, leaving you without proper authority. The fourth type is freedom leadership. This approach is about setting the vision and then getting out of the way. You assign tasks and goals, but trust your team to figure out the best methods to achieve them. Think of yourself as pointing toward the destination, while letting others choose the route. Freedom leadership works exceptionally well with experienced professionals who crave autonomy. We know a software development company where the CEO uses this approach brilliantly. She defines the product requirements and deadlines, but lets her developers choose their programming methods, work schedules, and even home office setups. The result is faster innovation and higher job satisfaction. Another example involves a sales manager who stopped micromanaging his veteran salespeople. Instead of dictating every call script and meeting agenda, he focused on setting quarterly targets and providing resources. His top performers thrived with this freedom, exceeding targets by 30% because they could adapt their approach to different clients. The entrepreneurial spirit this creates can be incredible, especially when you need fresh solutions to old problems. However, freedom leadership can backfire if your team lacks experience or if you don't provide enough guidance. Some people actually perform better with more structure and regular check-ins. Our fifth and most powerful type is transformational leadership. This is about painting a compelling picture of the future that taps into people's deepest motivations. You don't just manage tasks, you inspire people to become better versions of themselves while achieving extraordinary results. Transformational leaders affect emotions by connecting work to bigger purposes. We've seen a cleaning company owner transform his business by helping his team understand they weren't just cleaning offices, they were creating healthy environments where people could do their best work. Productivity increased dramatically when employees felt part of something meaningful. Another striking example involves a retail store manager who was struggling with high turnover. Instead of just focusing on sales numbers, she started highlighting how their work helped customers find products that improved their lives. She shared customer thank you letters during team meetings and celebrated stories of exceptional service. Employee engagement soared and sales followed. Transformational leadership requires your complete commitment and enthusiasm. You can't inspire others unless you're genuinely excited about the vision yourself. This approach builds lasting personal strengths in your team members, making them more confident and successful. It works in almost every situation, unless you're dealing with extremely defiant team members or you lack genuine conviction about your company's mission. Now here's the key insight that separates successful business owners from the rest. You need to master all 5 types and know when to use each one. The best leaders are like skilled musicians who can play different instruments, depending on what the song requires. During crisis situations, you might need structural leadership to make quick decisions. When introducing major changes, participative leadership helps build buy-in. For supporting struggling team members, servant leadership works wonders. With experienced professionals, freedom leadership unleashes their potential. And for long-term motivation and culture building, transformational leadership creates magic. The companies that dominate their industries understand this flexibility. They don't stick to one approach regardless of circumstances. They assess the situation, consider their team's needs and experience levels, and then choose the most effective leadership style for that moment. Think about your own business right now. Which situations are you handling well, and where are you struggling? Are you using structural leadership when you should be more participative? Are you micromanaging experienced team members who would thrive with more freedom? Are you missing opportunities to inspire your team with a compelling vision? The transformation starts with self-awareness and then builds through practice. Every interaction with your team is an opportunity to choose the most effective leadership approach. The businesses that master this concept consistently outperform their competitors because they maximize human potential rather than fighting against it. Your success as a business owner depends on your ability to adapt your leadership style, to bring out the best in every team member and every situation. When you master these 5 types, you'll notice dramatic improvements in productivity, employee satisfaction, and ultimately your bottom line. But leadership is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly transform your business operations and eliminate the friction points that are costing you time and money every single day, you need a systematic approach to operational excellence. That's exactly what we cover in our comprehensive guide that shows you step by step how to identify and eliminate every bottleneck in your business. This isn't just theory, it's a practical roadmap that many business owners have used to add hundreds of thousands in additional profit while working fewer hours. We want to send you this complete guide absolutely free. We believe every business owner deserves to run their business instead of being run by it. Just click the link in the description below and we'll send it directly to your inbox. Plus, if you're ready to take the next step and learn our complete system for building a business that thrives without your constant involvement, click on the next video or check out the course link in the description. This comprehensive training shows small to medium-sized business owners exactly how to set up systems and structures that create predictable growth and give you back your freedom. The choice is yours. You can keep struggling with the same leadership challenges that have been holding you back, or you can take action today to master these skills and transform your business. Click that link now and start building the business you've always dreamed of.